I'm smiling. Look, I got on my Africa shirt. Today is Thursday, July 9th. And I usually like to post when I'm at my roarest. So, what is Ethel talking about today? Because you want to hear about Ghana? I don't know if you're ready to hear this, but I had to post because yesterday I'm on lots of WhatsApp group. I left a group. Now, for those of you who don't know, is one thing I love to do is I love to dance. So I did find this dance group. I'm not gonna say what it is. If you know what it is, you know what it is. If you don't, you don't. I just do that because it's my experience might not be your experience, but a lot of times, when you see people posting, they're talking about, the fancy restaurants they go to, these beach fronts, and this enjoyment of life. And I've done that. So that's not what I want to post on. I just can post about my journey because I am Ethel Wyman and I'm here to evolve for wellness. And my anchor is my peace. I only got 30 summers left in this life. So that's important to me. So today, being in Africa is my anchor because I get to be here because of a sacrifice, you know, ancestors stolen. So I don't take being here lightly, right? I don't do that. So I'm posting in my bedroom. So you see the back, that's my headboard that I cover with a scarf that a dear friend of mine gave me. So I wanted to bring the elements of home with me. But you know what? I found out from being here, home is not a place. Home is within you, and you can make any place your home. So that I can do and will do, but my peace is not negotiable to anybody. So what got Ethel a little too mm, what's the word I'm saying? Soul fatigue. If we can have some conversation, because I only had a conversation kind of like with one young woman where we were talking about detoxing. Coming here from America to Ghana, you're going to go through detox. You're going to go through withdrawal of so many things, and some things you can't even articulate. So, this is what happened to me today because when you come to Ghana, they say Akwaba, Akwaba, which means welcome. Hmm, hmm. So, yesterday, uh, I did eat that cupcake. Whew, woo. It was good. Mahogany, right? Chocolate, caffeine. Now, caffeine normally supposed to bring you up. Oh, it brought me up and then it brought me down. But it was like a drug to me that I started seeing things differently. So, what's happening now on this part of this journey for me? The honeymoon period's over. When you, for me, I had a romanticizing delusion about what it's like to be here. Welcome. Are they really welcoming me? And the answer to that is no. So what happened yesterday? So I go to this dance class, about my sixth time there. So now that I got this caffeine in me, my eyes is like wide open to experience. Cause I like, what one thing that I am is I am a watcher. I'm a people watcher. I observe people. With my energy and my observational skills, I can pick out things that other people don't notice. So this is what I do, like for a living that people don't realize, like process. Understand process, I understand systems, and I understand things that people don't speak about because I just observe actions, behaviors, and patterns. That's it. That's my superpower. Looking at patterns in people and systems. Hmm. That people don't talk about. And maybe sometimes people are not aware. So at this dance class, I'm noticing, hmm, hmm, oh wow. They're acting like they don't want to dance with certain people. And I'm one of the people. Now, if you know me, I am super friendly. I'm real friendly. I'm real sociable. I talk to anybody, everybody. Yeah, I'm there to have a good time. But, oh, oh, but it's not just me. It's other people that, and these are not women that can't dance. Now, mind you, I haven't taken the class, but y'all know I know how to dance, right? Oh, only certain women are going to be asked to dance. Are we in elementary school? Or are we in high school? We're grown adults. So, going back to the Saquaba. So, yeah, peaceful. Yeah, you're going to be safe here. But are they really welcoming you? And the answer to that for some might be no. No. You, you're not going to be welcome. Because as I'm noticing, you stand on this line, you dance with certain partners. The men are looking at other women and literally letting me know they don't want to dance with me. And I'm like, we just practicing. Like, hi, me. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? My name is Ethel. How you doing? Just looking at me. Like, what's up? What's up with that? Women do it to me. The men do it to me. And finally, I just realized, because I got this caffeine in me, like, oh, Ethel, clicky, elitist, exclusive. Not my place. So what Ethel does, Ethel just left the group. I'm not going to conversate with you. I'm not going to explain anything to you. I just left it. So maybe that is something that I don't know if those of us that come from America, people have told me. And now I realize the honeymoon period is over. Perhaps in my mind, I have romanticized what is supposed to be that I'm going to be welcome, but not always, because when you come from the United States, people think you are privileged. And I'm like, you are aware that in the United States, they do have homeless people. We're not all loaded. And even if I do got a little something, that came with a sacrifice. Like, put some respect on that. In order for me to have something, my ancestor got kidnapped. I'm feeling some kind of way about that. Yeah. So this morning I realized my soul was tired because I realized that, damn, people stare at you when you're from the West, um, and waiting for you to invite them into a smile or a greeting. And it's like, that made me feel triggered because I'm like, oh my gosh, my ancestors had to do that to make white people comfortable with their presence. So am I going to do that here? Absolutely not. So today is I'm not taking a mental health day because I already went through that. Uh, so I'm taking a soul health day. Disengaging, disengaging. I'm not smiling at anybody today. If you don't make the first smile, I'm not smiling at anybody. So today I'm irritated at my soul level because I'm realizing, we can have some conversation, but is people aware? Because people will be like, oh, sense of community. Sometimes that's bullshit for clicky. Yeah, because that's what people will say. Oh, we're community based. No, you're a clique. You're a clique. And Ethel, Ethel doesn't do cliques well at all. Ethel is like, I'm gonna talk to anybody. I'm gonna talk to everybody. Da 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 da. But if you acting like you can't give me no kind of conversation, I'll leave you at the door. I don't bother with you. No, because I was thinking on going on this group trip, and then I was like, okay, so this is a few hours, and literally, it was so obvious that because I'm the new girl on the block, you bypass me. Not just me though, other people too that normally are dancing. The men there just dancing with certain women, literally. And even some of the regulars are noticing. And you like, dang, it's only like for a few hours, and I'm used to something different with the line dancing because with the line dancing in the U.S., when you on a dance floor and you don't know nothing, somebody is gonna school you along the way. So that is what I'm used to. So yeah, you're gonna get the calmness. It's serene. It's peaceful. Nobody's bothering you. But when we dig below the surface, mm, a qua by my butt. So, no, you might feel some kind of way. And that's just my experience. Somebody else's experience might be a little different. So let me see. I had in my notes what I want to say. Um, I'm the stranger here, right? I'm the stranger here. So, who responsibility is it? Is the burden on the stranger to make you feel comfortable when I'm the stranger in your place, right? Because the one thing I'm not is a coward. Because nobody invited me there. I just be finding things. I be finding places. So somebody from the line dancing community found the place for me, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to show up." So I'm a stranger coming into your home. So the burden is on me to make you feel comfortable in your space. Yeah. So yesterday, for the first time in Ghana, I felt so invisible. Now that's not meaning that I felt um lonely. No, because y'all know me. I don't never feel lonely. Now am I alone? Oh yeah. Yeah, very much so. But definitely they really made me feel invisible. I was like, dang. Yeah, I don't know if that was the caffeine just had me like on alert, like, ooh, what's happening? I'm seeing this and that. I mean, like, literally walk past me like I don't even exist. I am the outsider, always. I am the visitor. I am the stranger. But are you always going to be inclusive? And then they say, oh, it takes time for the people to warm up to you. That's BS. Let me tell you what it is. When they say community, that's code for click. Click. We only let people in, and I think that's not even the case. Community sometimes is code for we can only deal with that which is our comfort zone. Yeah, that's why you stay where you are. That's why you don't venture out. That's why you don't meet new people. That's why you keep doing the same old, because you're in your comfort zone. And for me, being in your comfort zone is just code for being a coward, which I'm not. I do different things because I'm exploring parts of me that got lost in life. Yeah. And that might be kind of harsh because I shouldn't say that, right? I shouldn't say that. You're not a coward. No. But I'm just working on me not being a coward. So that's better. We're just talking about Ethel experience, right? So no, I'm not calling anybody a coward. I just don't want to be a coward. I'm going to go where I want to go. I'm going to show up where I want to go. I'm going to do what I want to go. But if I don't feel like the environment is welcoming, aquaba, oh, I'm out. I'm out. I pray about it. And then I was like, when I came back, I was like, ooh, Ooh, this made my soul tired. Because when you do come here, anywhere, no matter if it's Ghana, Nigeria, Mali, or any African country, you're going to go through something. And whatever you think you're going to go through is not going to look like what you thought it was going to be. First couple of weeks, I went through physical exhaustion. Oh, was I so tired physically? Got over that. Then I went through maybe some emotional, yeah, emotional, mental, fatigue, exhaustion, and dealing with my place and getting it the way I needed it to be. Whew. And now I'm going through this soul fatigue, but I'm not burned out. And I'm processing it. I have my boundaries up, but at the same time, I know this is something I need to go through because maybe, Ghana ain't my place. And that's fine. I'm still called to the continent, so that ain't gonna change. See, Africa, sure. I am Team Africa, and sense of community is what you make of it. Some communities are just not all that welcoming, and they hide behind their comfort zone. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know what? Process what you're feeling. Maybe there's somebody that understand you, and don't let nobody gaslight you. Because maybe sometimes people not even aware because they might think because we're not hostile to you that's good enough, but it is not. I'm the visitor. I'm the guest. I'm the stranger. And really, that's the application of the question. When people are new in your environment, how are you really treating them? Right? Do you just have this surface level politeness? You being polite, but are you really including them? And the answer to that is most time no, no, no. Most people are just clicky because it's comfortable talking to people that you already know. It's scary talking to new people. Like, what am I gonna say to them? I ain't got. And a lot of times I'll be like, I don't really got nothing to say to these people. But hey, I'm gonna try to get out of my comfort zone. So right now, uh, I'm taking a soul health day. Because I really that really triggered me a lot. I was like, dang. Do people not realize what it takes to walk into a room where you know nobody? And until you have done that, don't say nothing to me. And that's it. Don't worry, I'm okay. Just processing all these things. All right. Y'all have a good day and in your journey to evolving toward your wellness. Process what you're going through. Talk about it to somebody. Don't ever feel ashamed. Get out of your comfort zone. Try something new and feel all of your feelings. Because for the first time in my life, I realized when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to feel my feelings. I used to just go numb. I would be numb. But now, and people would say I'm dramatic, but now what God just told me, He said, "You're not dramatic. You're just intense." Because I feel my feelings and my emotions intensely. Oh, and because I feel things so intensely, it makes me tired. So right now my soul is tired. So and I know there are some people at home like she's not responding, she's not engaging, and that's intentional because I'm just tired. I'm tired. Tired, but not physically tired. Just not even mentally tired, not emotionally tired, but tired at a soul level. And the one thing I realized, like sometimes this is what happens in life, right? I had burnt out, couldn't work for like 2 or 3 years. Now I realize why I couldn't come to Africa 5 years ago, because I was weak. But actually burning out made me stronger. Because if I didn't learn some skills that I needed to learn through burning out, I would have had packed my bags and left this place. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm comfortable in America. I got a good home. I got a comfortable bed. I have created that life in Maryland that I dreamed up since I was 12 years old. So trust me. Trust me on this. If God hadn't called me here, I probably would leave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I probably would leave. But God has me here for a reason. I don't know what the reason is at this point because it keeps changing. But hey, I'm going to go through this process. I don't know how it's going to turn out. So don't ask me a whole lot of questions. And, I'm not good with checking a whole lot of stuff. So, IG, TikTok, YouTube. And sometimes you might just get an emoji because the real deal is all this process is exhausting on so many levels. And that's just what it is. So I'm done for the day. All right. Take it easy and everybody have a great day. So practical tip is rest when you are tired. Rather it's physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, or spiritually or soulful. Rest. And you don't have to give anybody any explanations or any excuse. Just do you, boo. Peace out.